The tension in Puerto Rico wasn't just gossip anymore. It was alive, breathing, spreading through every corner of that villa like smoke. What began as a quick escape from Atlanta drama had become a full-blown storm that no producer could control. Every whisper mattered now. Every stare had meaning. It wasn't shade, it was war. And right in the middle of it were Mendeecees and Zayn, two men who had somehow managed to turn a tropical vacation into a headline waiting to happen. That morning, the air was too quiet. The sun hit the pool like glass, but something felt wrong. Zayn walked into the kitchen like a man carrying a secret too heavy to hold. No smile, no jokes. Just that tense energy that makes everyone stop what they're doing. Then he said it. One line that flipped the room upside down. "So, we just gonna act like we don't know what's going on?" Forks froze. Cups clinked. Even the background music seemed to stop. Spice looked up. Carly Red raised an eyebrow. Bambi leaned in, pretending to sip her drink. The silence after that was thick enough to choke on. According to insiders, Zayn hinted that he knew something that could change how everyone looked at Mendeecees forever. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't have to. The calm in his tone said it all. This wasn't gossip, this was a warning. Mendeecees sat across the room, pretending not to react, but everyone could see his jaw tighten. You could feel the air shift. By the next morning, the whole cast was walking on eggshells. Scrappy, still half asleep and sipping coffee, muttered, "This ain't over." And he was right, because later that day, Zayn decided to put everything on camera. He walked up to Spice, Carly, and Bambi sitting near the pool. Cameras were already rolling. "Y'all want to talk loyalty?" he said. "Then let's be real about it." Spice smirked. Then be real. That was all he needed. Zayn said he'd seen something with his own eyes. A man smiling for the cameras but living a whole different life when the lights went off. Carly asked, "Who?" Zayn took a breath and said quietly, "Let's just say I ain't surprised Yandy ain't here right now." The silence was explosive. Spice's mouth dropped open. Bambi's eyes darted around. Carly immediately started planning her confessional. She knew this was gold. Then Zayn added fuel to the fire. He claimed that someone close to Mendeecees told him there was another woman in New York, someone he'd been seeing while Yandy was away for work. Spice cut him off. "Zayn, don't play like that. You accusing a married man on camera." But Zayn didn't back down. "I'm not here to start drama," he said, voice calm, eyes steady. "I'm here to stop lies before they get worse." He swore he'd seen messages and said if anybody wanted proof, they could ask Mendeecees directly. By lunchtime, the whole villa was buzzing. When Mendeecees finally walked in, the whispers were so loud they might as well have been screams. Scrappy didn't hold back. "Bro, Zayn said you've been creeping while Yandy out here building her empire." Mendeecees' expression changed instantly. Disbelief, anger, and confusion all at once. "He really said that?" he asked. Zayn looked him dead in the eye. "I said what I said." Cameras zoomed in. Producers whispered into headsets. Mendeecees told him to step outside to talk like men, but producers blocked it. They wanted it all on film. "You got no right talking about my family," Mendeecees said. "Then clear it up," Zayn fired back. "'Cause what I saw didn't look like family business. It looked like you moving different." Spice tried to calm things down. Men always get caught slipping 'cause they think nobody watching. That made it worse. Mendeecees glared at her. "Stay out my marriage, Spice. You talk loud about everybody else, but never look in the mirror." Bambi whispered to Carly. "Girl, this too real." Carly grinned. "And that's exactly why it's perfect TV." Mendeecees refused to walk away. "You better be ready to back that up." "I ain't backing up nothing," Zayn said. "I saw what I saw." "What you see?" Mendeecees barked. "I saw you getting too close to someone who ain't your wife. And I ain't the only one who noticed." The gasps were instant. Spice clutched her chest. Scrappy shook his head. For a second, Mendeecees looked ready to swing. But he didn't. He stormed off instead, pacing outside by the pool, phone pressed to his ear. Nobody knew who he called, but everyone guessed it was Yandy. When he came back, his face had changed. He was calm, but cold. "Y'all want a show?" he said. "Fine." But when the truth comes out, don't say I didn't warn you. Spice leaned forward. So is it true or not? He didn't answer. He just stared, then walked off again. That silence said more than any denial ever could. By evening, everyone had taken sides. Some said Zayn was lying for clout. Others swore he was finally exposing the truth. Hashtags exploded online. Are Mendeecees exposed? Are Yandy better check him? Puerto Rico drama. But nothing could prepare them for what came next. Because when Yandy showed up unannounced that night, she wasn't there for the cameras. She was there to end it. The door swung open. Heels hit the floor. Yandy walked in like a storm. Every conversation stopped. "You been talking about my marriage?" she asked Zayn. He didn't blink. "I said what I saw." "Then maybe you need to see better," she said sharply. Mendeecees walked in seconds later, looking exhausted. "You don't know what we've been through," he told her quietly. "Then explain it to me," Yandy shot back. Her voice trembled, but it wasn't weakness. It was hurt. That moment was raw. Even the cameras felt heavy. Spice whispered, "This too real for TV?" By morning, Yandy had made her decision. She found Mendeecees sitting by the pool with Scrappy and Kirk, pretending nothing was wrong. "We need to talk," she said, standing tall. "You really letting rumors speak for you?" "You can't believe everything people say," he muttered. "Then give me a reason not to." He stayed silent. Later that night, during dinner, Mendeecees stood up. "Everybody got something to say about me. Let's clear this up," Zayn smirked. "So you saying I lied?" "I'm saying you talking without facts," Mendeecees snapped. "You want receipts?" "I got some too." The table erupted in gasps. Before he could show anything, Yandy stood up. "Don't. This ain't for TV." Her voice cracked, and that stopped everyone. She looked straight at Zayn. "You happy now? You got your moment?" He looked down, suddenly quiet. Later, Yandy filmed her confessional. "People love seeing black love fall apart," she said softly. "But not this time." Meanwhile, Mendeecees sat alone outside, staring at the water. "Some things," he whispered, "you can't fix with words." Puerto Rico had turned from paradise into heartbreak. The cast was divided, the internet was on fire, and fans were choosing sides, Team Yandy or Team Mendeecees. And as the camera faded out, Yandy's voice played over the closing shot. "It's not over yet." Because in love and hip-hop, nothing stays buried forever. Not the lies, not the secrets, and definitely not the truth.